Good morning, Joe. Yeah, when it comes to pocketbook issues, the CNBC All-America Economic Survey finding Republicans have a decided edge in the upcoming congressional elections. The question is whether other issues, climate change and abortion, could give Democrats something of a boost here. Respondents who say immigration and border security, jobs, and most importantly, the cost of living are their most important concerns. That's the wrong chart there, folks. I'm very sorry about that. We need the other chart, the horizontal line chart there. In any event, they have a decided preference, those folks, for a Republican congressional control. For example, those most worried about jobs prefer the GOP by a 54% to a 31% margin. But abortion, it ranks as the second biggest concern, and those respondents prefer Democratic control of Congress, 67% to 24%. That's the chart I wanted you to look at. I'll give you a second to have a look. Look at the bottom there. That's GOP control on the left there, and those who prefer that. Overall, Americans prefer Republican control by a 44% to 42% margin. That actually narrowed from a 10-point gap in our last poll. Both our Republican and Democratic pollsters say this could be attributed to the emergence of abortion as a major issue. Climate change also breaks in favor of Democrats, but our poll actually found support for relaxing environmental rules to help bring down gas prices. We also found strong support for companies that have announced they would pay for their employees to travel to states where abortion is legal if that's needed. 49% support the policy, 24% oppose it, and 25% say they're unsure, have no opinion. Given President Biden's poor poll numbers we reported yesterday and the negative prevailing economic views, this should be a huge November for the GOP. The unanswered question, what role other issues play other than the economy at the polls? Joe?
Yeah, a lot of different ways to ask those. So I'm trying to think, the climate change thing, that's a huge disparity there, 9%. That was the biggest one. But where does climate change rank on a list of concerns? Maybe with all we do see a lot of coverage, obviously, but it's usually it's way down there. It's usually like 8th or 9th.
It's down there, Joe.
Concern.
Yeah.
So then
we asked about 8. Yeah, it was definitely down there. If you are, that top issue, is not ranked by the order of importance there. If I did rank it, that would be cost of living, followed by almost everything else is kind of bunched up. Abortion is 1 point higher than immigration, and climate change would rank about 8th on our, 7th or 8th on our list right now. Right. It is definitely down there. What's really interesting, Joe, is if you look at a particular demographic of women 18 to 49, for them, cost of living is the most important issue, but that is followed very closely by abortion. For men, right, abortion ranks about the 4th on the list. So I think women in that demographic go to the polls and they have some interesting choices to make come this November.
Right. Not going to get into that, I don't think, at this point. But that is definitely something that would be on the radar for that. I don't know if it's a game changer for November, Steve, but
no.
Something to watch. But
let me say one more thing about that.
Who said it's the economy stupid? Was that last
James Carville?
Well, great Republican president we had, Bill Clinton.
It's important to note, Joe. Our poll was done shortly after the Supreme Court decision, and both of our pollsters have a question as to whether or not the intensity of the abortion issue lasts until November. Obviously, the Democrats will try to make that the case. But we did go to the polls or go out into the field with our survey at a time when intensity on this issue was highest. And it is an important question whether or not the economic issue. By the way, there's probably 3 more inflation reports, and whether or not if that starts to come down over the time, could that also change voters' opinions? That's another thing we'll have to wait and see.
I'm glad we're done with this month's inflation data, Steve. We did talk about, oil prices are really cooperating, but like everything else, it's like, what's the reason that they're cooperating? And the cure might be worse than the disease itself. Depends on how you think about inflation versus a recession. Steve Leisman, thank you. Friday attire. It's a good look. I was hoping for some interviews with some of the athletes that you talked to, but I get that you didn't go out in the field this time with the All-Americans. No.
You should explain that, Joe, for people who haven't been watching for 20 years, Joe. It's the All-America That's the
not a survey of all American, not an all-American survey of.
It's only the athletes, who were designated.
You've seen those interviews, though. They ask, what do you think of Jay Powell to like the football players, and they have some pretty funny. You didn't do that. We're not going to. Okay. Forget it.
I didn't do that. Darren Ravel. Remember Darren Ravel? He used to do that for us.
I do. He's got like a gazillion followers on Twitter. Yeah, he's a big deal.
He signed me up for Twitter.